Hello, I'm Matt. I'm going for a walk. It is Friday the 8th of May 2026. It is 2:40 p.m. It's a nice sunny day. The weather, the Met Office said sunny intervals, but it feels like cloudy intervals, as in it's sunny and there's bits of cloud. It's 17 degrees centigrade. The wind is 8 miles an hour from the south-southeast. I checked the barometer on the way out the door and it said 1018 millibars. Sunrise today was at 5:30 a.m. and sunset will be at 8:39 p.m. We're doing a little look around Holt Heath again. There was a heath fire in August last year, so God, it's like 9 months ago now. Yeah, everywhere was burned, and we're just going to take a look at it again, see what's going on. Just coming up to the road here. Boing! There we go. So the idea is to see how it all bounces back after the fire. It's a bloody lovely day. I think the last time I was out was February, maybe March. I think I kind of didn't worry about things over the winter, but yeah, let's come and have a look. It hasn't rained properly. We had an afternoon of rain a few days ago, but it's been a month of pretty nice weather. A few hot days. Today's like the hottest it's been for a good couple of weeks. You can see all the clouds in the sky though, so it's not a scorcher. But I don't have my jumper on. I'm out in my t-shirt, and yeah, I'm not the least bit cold. So yeah, you can see the burned areas up ahead. So I was going to be doing this monthly. I was under the impression that it would bounce back like mega quickly, but that's possibly not the case. So I'm trying to find out exactly where they got their information, but the local paper had a little article and it was all the usual doom and gloom type stuff of like how the heath is doomed, and it's not going to bounce back for 40 years. And yeah, now this is just me trying to work out what they were trying to say. I'm not going to take the 40 years as correct, but now that I'm here, and now we're like in the middle, kind of like things should start growing quite readily now, and I can see the grass is coming through, but yeah, these trees have no leaves on it. The gorse bush have no leaves on it. They are well dead. So I'm gonna use an educated guess that's saying no, not 40 years, but it's not going to be a year. So I reckon it will be a few years before it's anywhere close to where it was before. But maybe we are talking about like the established bushes and the trees and the stuff like that. Now we don't know if they're going to recover or not. Like I say, I'd love to find exactly what whether it was like a study that somebody at like an undergrad study or something like that, or if it's some like expert had said, yeah, it's doomed. It's doomed for 40 years. I'm the way that these articles in the papers work is I reckon if I can find the study, it would say this area will take between 4 and 40 years to recover, and so the news would spin that as like it's doomed and it's buggered for 40 years because Oik's decided to set a fire. Rah 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 rah. And yeah, okay, so we'll see how these things work. But so looking around, I can definitely see stuff growing here. It's still pretty black, but there's little tufts of it here and there, and they'll quickly establish. Yeah, it'd be good to see it. It's nice to see that they are actually coming through. I don't know what I expected. I don't know if it's going to be like some sort of desert wadi where you get a sniff of water and everything explodes for 3 days before drying up again. I don't think it's going to be that. So here's this tree here. Nothing on it. Nothing. No green. I think that tree is dead. So I'm wondering if it'll fall over at some point. Yeah, this tree here is dead. So that tree back there was one that I'd stopped at a few times to check. I was expecting it to come back. This tree here has greeny bits at the top, so it's fighting on. It's quite a big bastard, this one. So maybe that'll be alright. I don't know if like the lower branches would be, if they would be dead or not, but obviously there's obviously stuff at the top that's still there, and it's survived the winter. Don't know if it's grown in the spring or not. That might be one to keep an eye out on. That looks like kind of moss coming through, or some sort of lichen. It's sort of muddy brown with little green tops and little white splodges. Let's see if I can get to it. Yeah, no, we can get to it here. Let's have a quick look. I'm gonna rip a bit up. So yeah, this is the stuff that's growing. So yeah, that's actually quite dry and crispy. So yeah, stuff is growing in it. That seemed to have like little spore blobs at the top. Yeah, so looking at these these bushes at the side, they're actually snapping off. Some of the twigs are, some of the branches are snapping off. So yeah, it's struggling on. It looks like, so like I say, it's not the explosion of life coming back that I was expecting. But yeah, like I said, big patches of green. I'm wondering if throughout the summer it'll spread around. If it'll spread around and expand its influence everywhere. Oh, hey birdie. See, there's birdies around. I wonder what they're up to. This is, I know it said the wind was 8 miles an hour, but I think it's gusting to about 15. It's a really nice day. Some clouds. Some clouds at the side. I don't know if there's rain in that. I don't think I can see rain. I wonder if this is, like I say, it's a Friday. I wonder if there'll be rain at the weekend with the cloud. Red sky at night, Shepherd's Delight. Which, the red sky at night means low cloud appearing and it's going to rain overnight. And then red sky at morning, Shepherd's Warning, is high clouds early on, which means during the day it'll rain. Well, that's my understanding of that particular little thing. Words are hard. Saying, there you go. I'm trying to think of the word. It's like, not idiom, it might be idiom. I don't know. I rely too much on the internet to think now. So we'll call it a saying. You can see where the burned matter has been slowly, it's like it's where it's been dry for a while. The burned stuff is like slowly washing into the ground, and you can see the actual like the stones underneath coming through. We'll go and have a quick look at the view. I've got a different camera mount today, so I was using a camera mount that was on the strap of a rucksack, but this one's strapped to my chest, so it's a little bit lower. But yeah, look at that. That is a nice view. It's very windy. There's the little triangulation pillar that aren't used anymore, I think, because of space. Don't need them because we've got satellites to tell us where stuff is now, so you don't need any of those anymore. But I think they're maintained. I don't know if it's for sentimentality or anything like that, but yeah. I might have to look at the video I took like a week or two after the fire, see what the difference is. It's difficult to see. It still looks pretty bleak, but yeah, the whole point of the videos are to compare. So yeah, we'll have a look. Oh, hello. I got grit in my face now. I'm chewing on grit. Num num num. Like dusty, sandy crap in my face. Nice. I wonder. So yeah, up there, you can see the ferns just about appearing. So I bet in a couple of months they'll go pop and they'll be back. I didn't see any evidence of the ferns back there, but the way I think it goes is the ferns will be first, so they might take over that area. Be interesting to see if they do. I think it kind of goes ferns, grass, plants, trees, the way stuff comes back. That's the way it kind of, this is me utterly guessing, I'm talking absolute piffle, but this is me having a think of how stuff grows. Well, they're interesting. All these ferns here are green, and back in West Moors in the woods, there's fields of ferns that are still brown, and I'm wondering if that's because they're under cover, under the trees, so they don't they don't come back so quickly. Be nice to see. So I'm doing a thing there, like I'm walking every 3 months there, so yeah, have a look there. The other motivation behind this walk is that I'm going around a friend's house, and he's making homemade doner kebab with homemade doner meat and homemade pita bread, or he's just doing like flatbread. So I'm doing a nice long walk today to doing a nice long walk so that I can eat plenty of calories later. So that's the real motive behind this, but I thought I'd bring the camera along for a look as well, and a natter, having a bit of a natter. And I have been prattling on the whole time, nearly back to the main road, to the road through here. Yeah, gonna have homemade kebab and gonna watch a couple of episodes of Firefly with the lads. So this is towards the end of where the fire was. You can see here that the ferns are, yeah, they are definitely popping through where the ash was, although it looks like it didn't. Oh no, look at that, yeah. See, right there is what I was kind of expecting everywhere. So you can see where all the ferns have popped through. Yeah, I wonder if they'll spread, because the ferns are all looking relatively healthy, and I think they are quite vigorous in their spreading for now. 5 points if you get that reference. You can come in? You can come in. And quickly. Ooh. So back to the place where it wasn't affected by the fire. Oh, it's a nice day. I think the last time I did this it started raining. Yeah, it's funny about that. So talking about that news article earlier, it proper disheartens me, and I was like, I can't be bothered to do this anymore if it's not going to come back. And I was like, I was a bit grumpy about that. But then, yeah, I do want to see how it turns out. So yeah, I think the plan will be not doing it every month, but I'll do it, you know, every 2 or 3 months. I think is a good thing. And I did miss a few months in winter, but that seemed kind of pointless, and it was kind of grotty. So yeah. You can see that brown mossy stuff around here in the tracks. Yeah, there's all like little heather bushes and little tufty heather bits around here, which are definitely missing from that other area. So I'm wondering if that was like the stuff that really burned. Yeah, and you can see the trees here are well leaved. They've come back from their winter slumber. They're covered in leaves. So compare that to the trees that we were looking back on the path about 20 minutes ago. That's what I was thinking they were going to look like. So in my brain, that means that those trees are they're properly knackered. They are only so much firewood. Alright, crow, or raven, or rook, whatever you are. Big black bird. I should check on the internet, see if ravens, crows and rooks are all the same. They're all corvids, aren't they? Getting near the end now. The little crossroads where we're going to wrap it up. Yeah, you can see all the trees are well back after the winter around here. So yeah. So yeah, here we are. That was another little walk around Holt Heath, having a look at see how things are going, and yeah, I think that's it for now. See you next time. Bye.